The best ones you can make are not breakfast potatoes at all, they are tater tots. Shredded hash browns are always a winner too, and these red potatoes will surprise you. Who doesn't like a McDonald's style hash brown patty? So greasy you can see through that little paper jacket they put it in. Let me show you how I cook these on the griddle as I test 6 different ones, and I'll list them from worst to first at the end. Spoiler alert, much like Napoleon Dynamite, I love me some tots. I got all these from the Kroger by me. First is the hash brown patty, which is frozen. Then also we will do the tots. We are doing 1 cup of each potato to try to have some sort of consistency in this. Then some frozen shredded hash browns. Next is the Redskins, which again are frozen. We're trying to keep this realistic and easy. The Redskins tots and patties have some seasoning on them already, so I don't add any more. Here's the canned potatoes, which are very, very doomsday preppery. It feels like something you'd find in your grandparents' basement. Drain the water out of those, put 1 cup of them into a bowl. And finally, we will wash off the fresh potato, cut it in half, then make some half moon slices. I will also pop this in the microwave with some water for about 2.5 minutes just to soften them up. And then after they're softened up, you drain the water out and move them over with the other guys. Everything else has been sitting out for about 30 minutes while I prepped all this up, so they've all defrosted a little bit. This helps them cook faster. But I want the tots even more defrosted, so I pop them in the microwave for about 30 seconds as well. Got our oil, bacon up, pepper, some Mike Lowry's. Out to the griddle we go. Get this thing preheated around medium, which gets me to 400 degrees-ish, and that's where I want to be for my potatoes. Drop down the bacon up, which is just bacon grease in a little tub. Man, what a time to be alive, and you can walk into the grocery store and just buy straight bacon grease. Spread that pig fat around and drop all 6 of the taters. I'm adding seasoned salt and the pepper to the shredded, fresh, and the canned potatoes. Let's be honest, those canned ones need as much help as they can get. I add a little more oil to the shredded ones. We're really trying to shallow fry these and get them nice and golden brown. I will do the same with my tots, more oil, but I will also smash them down a bit. I want them to try to form together into some sort of giant tater tot pancake kinda. Normally I just use a burger press or a steak wagon on them, but I don't have 6 burger presses, so in the interest of fairness, I just let them all be as is. Now that we got the potatoes going, we can go over your basic my potato method. It's kind of all the same for all of these. You just want to get it to around 400 degrees like you saw there, and then just don't touch them, really. Season them up, then don't touch them. If you're trying to get color, whether it's cube or shredded or the patty or any of them, really, the key is to get a decent amount of fat. So I put that bacon up on there, which I've only used like twice. I like it so far, but I've only used it twice. I'll probably do a review once I use it more. But oil, butter, bacon up, whatever you want, ghee, and then just don't touch them, and then that's how you're going to get the color. I like to go around 400 to make sure that it's not too high to where you burn the outside without cooking it through, but if it's a little too low, you're not going to get the color you want. So 375 to 400 is a good way to go. And before we start flipping them and taking a look, just a reminder, if you're doing like a full breakfast and not just cooking 6 potatoes like a crazy man like me, I usually put potatoes first. Like they're almost always the first thing to go down because they're going to take the longest. So you'd get to about 400, put your potatoes down, then maybe your meat, then your pancakes, French toast, then end up with your eggs and omelets at the end. So yeah, let's flip these over and take a look at everybody and see what they look like. Let's start with the half moon sliced potatoes. I don't really know what to call these. There's so many different names for diner style breakfast potatoes, so that's half moon. They're starting to get a decent color, not as much as I want, but a decent amount. The Redskins, on the other hand, they look great. They're getting crispy, they're getting nice and dark. I really like that. When your hash browns start to move as one and are crispy around the edges, then that's when you know they're pretty much ready to flip. Same thing with the tots. A lot of similarities between the tots and the shredded hash browns. I can even lift up the tots a little bit to take a sneak peek. Oh yeah, talk tater dirty to me. The canned potatoes look, they look okay. I don't have high expectations for these, let's be honest, but they get the job done. It's like I said in college, C's get degrees. Flip the patty and take that, Ronald McDonald. I'm not paying $2 for your hash brown patties anymore. I apologize for the outburst. This foodflation has really got my blood pressure high. Go ahead and flip those shredded ones, and that, my friends, is why you add more oil after they are put down. Get that golden brown texture you want. Then the tots, this is a 2 spatula job on the flip. They broke a little bit, but that's okay. No one cries over some tots. Now everyone is done and we move on to the hardest part of my job, the taste test. You know, it's hard work, but someone out here has to test all 6 of these potatoes, and I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm a man of the people. Okay, so we're all done. Let's go over in review. Again, we'll just go over the process, which was 400 degrees, put down your fat, bacon up, oil, butter, mix it all together, mix in your seasoning, then let it sit 10 to 15 minutes. And it also just depends on how defrosted they were. So like the shredded ones here, I defrosted a little bit. The tater tots I put in the microwave, and then the patty was sitting out. They're all sitting out for like half hour. You know, that helped them cook a little quicker. The fresh ones I put in the microwave with some water, and then, you know, did them in the half moon. And then the canned ones were fine. And these ones sat out for a half hour too, the red potatoes. So, you know, if you take them straight from frozen, it might take a little bit longer. So give them all a try. I've made them all before. Never made them all together, but we'll try each one and tell you which one is best and which one is worth your time to do. Put a little hot sauce on some of these. And now's the real test. I got to try them out with the hot sauce on it. Oh, okay. All right. So, final results. I'll say the worst probably are the canned ones, and then the fresh ones in the half moon. The canned ones are they are what they are. I mean, they're coming out of a can, so I'm not above that, especially if you're camping or if you want to keep stuff, you know, for emergency situation. I don't know if you're a doomsday prepper or something, but you know, they are what they are for their price and they're in the can, but they're super simple, and especially for camping, they're very convenient. So I wouldn't say never use them. If you're going camping, these are nice to have. I can't get my fresh ones to get as crispy as I want. I feel like I need to use even more oil because it's a fresh potato and there's no coating on it. So that one could have been user error. They're okay. They're just a little more potatoey and a little less crunch. So not my favorite. Next would be the Redskins, and probably tied is the patty. I mean, the patty is fine. Once you let it defrost, it basically get a McDonald's hash brown patty. Can't complain about that, right? Redskins already seasoned up, that cracked salt, pepper, really good. They get a good color, better color than the can, better color than this. You can see, I showed it to you earlier, but I mean, it gets a really good color on it. So I would definitely try these. I mean, the hash brown patties, you know what it is if you want to try it. Um, Shredded ones, fantastic for frozen. I already did my video on that. Which one I like the best. Probably the best is the fresh ones that you can get. But then if you open the bag, you got to kind of use the whole bag that week. So frozen ones work fine too. They're still really, really good. And I'll link that video here at the end. But the tater tots, I mean, it's a tater tot. Like, I just don't, and I like it because it's my favorite one because I don't think people know they can do it this way, where you just kind of defrost it and smash them down. And then you just get this like full surface, crispy, crunchy tater tot. It's probably one of the easier ones too. You don't really need to season them. There's so much salt in this. So all of them are fine. That's my order. Canned, fresh, half moon, hash brown patty, red diced, shredded hash brown, tater tots number one. If you haven't done tater tots on the griddle this way, where you smash them down, you defrost them a little bit and you smash them down, I highly recommend doing it at breakfast. It's super easy, and I think it gives a great, great result. So hope this was helpful. Hopefully it gives you some ideas. Give them a try. Maybe you like some better than I do or some worse. And also, if you want to see more in depth about the shredded hash browns where I tested out all the different kinds, that video is on your screen right here. Oh, yeah, right there, right now. So thank you for watching. Keep on griddling.